Afternoon, everybody. Welcome to a special edition of AnglerChannel.com video. Got Angler Channel Pro staffer Rob Dye with us up here at Lake Norman. And Robbie, gosh, December, is it the 11th? That's right. We've got the, I believe what's, most people think maybe the last Ryan Newman Foundation tournament of the year up on Lake Norman Saturday. Weather forecast isn't exactly rosy. Rain, 40 degrees. But the fish have been biting on Norman. So with that being said, you're going to fish it. There's a 175 boat field cap on the tournament. Most think it's going to be close to full. How are guys going to attack that lake on Saturday with the conditions being what they're forecast to be, and how are you going to get that one kicker? It's the same question all the time.
Yeah, John, I mean, these fish up here, it's no secret they've been biting Alabama rig. It's Alabama rig season, and a lot of tournament trails have outlawed the Alabama rig, but all the local trails still letting you fish it. And some of these guys are throwing as many as 10 and 15 baits on some of these Alabama rigs. That's how the tournament's more than likely going to be won. And, these guys are fishing that thing like a spinnerbait, throwing it right up on the bank, some guys, and some of them's fishing it out deep. So there is a little bit of luck factor there, but some of these guys know the sweeter spots. It's going to take somewhere in 18 to 19 pounds to win this tournament with the weather that they're calling for Saturday. And it's going to be extremely tough on the anglers just with the weather. The fish are going to be biting, but, it's going to be hard to keep your hands warm, your feet, and your face. It's going to be interesting. He's going to have a crowd down there. So there's going to be a lot of fishermen on the water.
Is it going out of Queen's Landing?
It's going out of Pinnacle.
Out of Pinnacle. Okay. Well, I think it's been there before. It's been in several places actually, but bottom line, that it was down at the south end of the lake last year. So that's why it threw me off a little bit there. But hey, bottom line, ought to be a good crowd. 18, 19 pounds on Norman. That's about as good as it gets. You may see a few 20-pound bags in the spring, but this is pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, this past weekend, they've had several tournaments out here, and it's been taken anywhere from 14 to 19. They had two tournaments, one 14, one 18, some change. So, you can look for the same this weekend. There's going to be somebody come in with an 18, 19, maybe 20-pound sack.
All right. Well, let's move forward to 2014. It's not that far away. And what's on the schedule for you? And, obviously these team trails have really become a staple in everybody's calendar. Is that the same for you?
Yeah, I mean, the CBC and there's a few other ones out there. It's going to be a great deal, next year. And, the ABA, they're going to have a great trail too. They've changed some stuff around.
Now, they've separated from bass, correct?
They have, and increased the payouts a little bit, and it's going to be better. It's going to be a much better deal. Read the rules and some of the stuff they're doing for next year, and a lot more localized. Their the regional tournaments and even their championships going to be more regional, closer for the guys that's fishing here local. So looking forward to fishing that, and a lot of money going to be won local next year. I mean, I've talked to guys that I know that's won $20,000 and $25,000 fishing local last year. That's unheard of, John.
Yeah.
Because a lot of professional fishermen, they'll run around, might not win but 30 or 35, and they got to take a lot of their expenses out. So yeah, a lot of money in these team trails is going to be won next year.
Yeah. No, we've been talking about it for a year and a half, and now it's really in full bloom, so to speak. So, hey, we look forward to seeing what happens Saturday up there. Robbie's calling 18, 19 pounds. Ought to be a full field. Buddy, good seeing you. It's been a while. You were up in Canada hunting. Glad to have you back. And, folks, we'll see you next week.